For someone who's not familiar with Agile, it's really just a way of approaching work.
Sometimes people say it's a cult. It's not a cult.
Agile is a way of getting results more quickly, incrementally.
Accepting the fact that we don't always know how things are going to go.
Most of us work in businesses that are based on sort of this historical method of manufacturing.
With Waterfall, you would attempt to get every detail and every step of the process mapped out before you began.
You do a ton of planning up front, all the development happens, and then you get something big at the end of it.
So you can work for months and months and months and not see a finished product until right at the end.
So Waterfall has stages. You sort of go from the ideation and analysis phase to design, and then you would go to dev working on something with code, and then heading to integration, and then test, and then deploy.
If you're delivering this for a client or a customer, you have no idea of knowing whether the thing you've actually built is what they actually want.
And it's very expensive later in that process to go back and fix that.
Agile acknowledges the fact that there are some bits of information you're not going to know before you start.
So when you're using Agile, you're constantly checking in. You've got checkpoints along the way.
We no longer have to wait for something to get over the gate in order for us to deliver it.
You could build different components of it, roll those out, see if users actually like them, if they respond to them.
And if you are wrong, if you are off, you have time to adjust your path.
If you're trying to determine whether to use a waterfall approach or an Agile approach, you have to look at how much of the work being done is really well known.
A scenario with very strict requirements or a very rigid timeline, that's when most people revert back to a waterfall methodology. In today's world, there's a lot of change that happens.
Instead of efficiency, we now need to be reactive.
Where Agile is really beneficial is when there's less clarity or less understanding about the expected outcomes. Agile is a perfect way to reduce the risk of committing or building an incorrect plan at the beginning.
It allows you to learn quickly and also fail quickly.
That's why a lot of companies are trying to make this transition to Agile.